Okay, so I'm going to give you a bit of a history of my childhood. When I was a kid, say between 6 and 12, 13 years old or so, every other weekend I would go out to my grandparents' house in Perdita, Alabama. And Perdita, Alabama is actually spelled Perdido, but you automatically know whether you're from Perdita or not when you call it Perdido. If you've never been there before, you'll call it Perdido. Like Perdido Key or something like that, like which is in Florida. It's not. It's Perdita. It's a small country redneck town that's got nothing but it had back then nothing but a gas station and a little cafe for you to buy a couple burgers out of. Now there's actually a Dollar General. It went up in the world, but still no stoplights or anything. But it's right on the interstate in Alabama, and my grandparents actually own land where before the interstate was built. Um, they own this huge hunk of land, and the state had to build the interstate right through the middle of it. Well, they couldn't go around; they had to build right through the middle of it. So it cut my grandparents' land in half. So half of their land is on one side of the interstate, half of their land is on the other side of the interstate. It's a little crazy. But out there in the land, they have a cow pasture where they kept a lot of cows. Not too much anymore now. It's just got one horse in it. And they had a lot of chickens, and they had some ducks and some guineas. If you don't know what those are, you're not Southern. Um, what else? They had a catfish pond. Every morning on the weekends, we go out there bright and early and fish. They had their own little worm bed, so we had our own. I'm redneck, guys. If you didn't know that, I'm redneck. I grew up redneck. Okay, not quite as bad as it used to be, obviously, into adulthood, and just living life every day. I don't go out and go fishing, and I don't have any any cows in a cow pasture anywhere near where I live. I just there's a cotton patch where I live, but that's about it. Um, anyway, the point is, in the springtime, for about 2 or 3 weeks, blackberries are in bloom. And they're in bloom all around the fence line and the woods line of the properties and around the pond and stuff like that. So anywhere where there's a fence, and there was a lot of fencing, briars would grow up around the bottom of the fence. And it would put blackberries out. And we would go out there with giant bowls. I mean, just huge bowls. And maybe 2 or 3 of the bowls like that. And we'd walk along the property all over the place, anywhere where we could find any. And we would pick blackberries. And they were so good, you honestly, you could just eat them right off of the stem. They did need washing, but sometimes you get some that were really clean and you could just eat them right off like that. But we'd fill like 2 or 3 big bowls full of blackberries, go inside, wash them. My grandmother would freeze some, and some we would just eat as snacks. And then in the mornings we would. I still do this to this day. Whenever I get some blackberries, my property doesn't make that many of them, but still to this day, I will take some blackberries, put in a bowl, pour some milk over it, put a little bit of sugar, just a little bit, like maybe a teaspoon, if that, and mix that all up, and take the spoon and mash the blackberries, make the milk pink, so you get this sweet, sour, pink berry milk for breakfast, and I love it. I love that. Eat it just like cereal, That needs to be a soda flavor. Blackberries and cream. That needs to be a soda flavor. I don't know why that's not a soda flavor. I guess because blackberries might be kind of hard to do justice. But anyway, my grandma would take the frozen blackberries, and she did the same thing with peaches, because she had peach trees and she had plum trees and stuff like this too. But the blackberries were my favorite. And she would take the frozen blackberries and she would make homemade blackberry cobbler. And she's also a big bluebell fanatic, so she had some homemade vanilla bluebell ice cream, or just straight up homemade ice cream. We did that once in a while too. And then you put that hot, fresh blackberry cobbler with it. There is no dessert in the history of desserts that's any better than that, especially from the South. That is that is the pinnacle of what dessert should be. I'm telling you all that because I have a soda now. You probably saw me waving it around. Blue Plate Special Blackberry Cobbler Soda. I'm going to hold this soda to extremely high standards because this is my dessert. This is my favorite fruit. This is my favorite dessert. Obviously, it's not going to have that cream element to it like it would, like if you put ice cream with it. But at the same time, I'm from the South. I grew up with fresh blackberries picked right off the ground, homemade blackberry cobbler, homemade vanilla ice cream, put it together. I grew up with this. You have to do this right, in my opinion. If you don't do this right, I'm probably not going to recommend it. I'm scared of this because I honestly don't think it's going to be good. It's not going to be near as good as I think it should. The peach soda, the peach cobbler soda I did just recently with this company here. I say this company, this label here, Blue Plate Special. It's made by Orca Beverage, which they do a lot of stuff, and they do some good stuff, and they do some okay stuff. But the peach cobbler soda did not have any taste of cobbler. It was just peach. And it was really disappointing because it wasn't even that good of a peach. You have to have that really sweet, buttery bread type flavor to go with these fruits and these cobbler sodas. And I'm worried that this one does not. Well, it says it contains wheat. I don't know. Ingredients list: carbonated water, cane sugar, natural and artificial flavors, bisulfate of soda, citric acid, sodium benzoate, red 40 and caramel colored. It's some chemicals, natural and artificial flavors, contains wheat. I don't know. Let's see. And here's your plain blue top. It smells like a blackberry cobbler. It smells like a blackberry soda. I smell it though. If you don't get right up on top of it, you kind of smell the blackberry cobbler. If you get a little closer to it, it's a little more overwhelming. But I kind of get a sense of the blackberry. I see where it's going. I'm scared. I don't think it's going to taste like cobbler because the peach one didn't. But it could surprise me. Let's see. Doesn't even taste like blackberry. That tastes nothing like blackberry. Where's the sour? I mean, where's the tartness to it? Blackberries are so unique. Is that they have it. This tastes more like a blueberry than it does a blackberry. They're so unique in the sense that they have such a great combination of sweet and sour together. That's unlike any other berry out there. Maybe a little bit like raspberry, but blackberry is all to its own. I get no cobbler taste at all. This is a blueberry soda. This tastes more like blueberry to me than it does blackberry. It's not as advertised at all. So I can say right now, buyer beware, because I don't like this because it's not blackberry soda. It just doesn't taste like it. It's way too sweet. It leans more towards an artificial blueberry taste than it does any type of natural blackberry taste. God, it's such a good flavor. You think that somebody would do it right. Maybe I just need to make my own sodas and do it right. Blackberries and cream, some kind of watermelon soda. Maybe I can actually get real flavors from these fruits and put them in a soda. Being from the South, you'd think I could do this. I mean, I have all these flavors really prevalent. I should do that. Anybody agree with me? You know, let me know. I'll form a big Kickstarter campaign, and we'll all go together and we'll create a little Southern soda company. And contributors that get 6 packs of whatever flavor they're choosing, maybe a variety. That'd be awesome if I could do that. I would so quit this job, quit trucking and do that. Just push my watermelon and blackberry soda across the country. This, that's buyer beware. It's not good. It tastes nothing like it's advertised. No cobbler taste. No buttery, bready cobbler taste. No no blackberry taste, really. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, the blackberry might be about 2, but a blueberry's like a 9. It's way up there with blueberry. They just made it too sweet. Really too sweet. Carbonation level's good. It's right on there. The acidity level's good to me. It's a little acidic, but I don't like it. So if you see that anywhere, beware. You know, if you've had it before, let me know what you think in the comments. Did you think that any of these tasted anything like they're supposed to? I have a couple more of these. I know about what to expect now with them. They're all going to taste not quite right. But if you like this video, follow me on Twitter at @soda_hunter, Facebook.com /SodaHunterKevin. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below. And be sure to check out the website, thesodajerks.net. There's hundreds more reviews just like this one. And check them out on Twitter at @thesodajerks. And also, if you get a chance, click the link in the description to the Soda Hunter t-shirt. It's a duck hunt style, retro gaming inspired t-shirt that only helps this channel. If you like it, pick one up. If you don't, at least share it. Send it to somebody that might like this channel. Who knows? You know, maybe a few orders of those and I'll be able to get some more sodas and stuff. Anyway, till next time, happy hunting.